In this video, we're gonna see how to detect faces using Python's OpenCV library. So this is the demo of what we're gonna do in this video. We're gonna detect the faces lively from the webcam. Not only you can detect the single person, you can detect the multiple persons. Here you can see I have opened the OpenCV's camera. Here you can see it detects the multiple persons. Not only it detects my friends, it also detects my friend person also. You can see that when I move the faces, it's also accurately detecting the faces. When I go back, it also detects. You can see that it detects the faces of three persons. So this is what we're gonna do in this video to detect the faces using Python. Let's get started. To do this, we're gonna use a library called OpenCV's Python. We'll have to install it. This is an external library. To do that, open your command prompt. So let me open the command prompt, and in the search bar just type pip install OpenCV-Python. So this is the library that we're gonna use to detect the faces lively. Here you can see the OpenCV will provide the built-in models. Here you can see it says requirement already satisfied. But when you run this for the first time, it will install the OpenCV library for you. Once the library has been installed successfully, we can minimize this tab now. So let me minimize this terminal. You can see the requirement already satisfied. Let me minimize this. So I have opened a folder in the Visual Studio Code. Let me create a Python file now, main.py, and let me change the dark mode to white so that you can see it better. Let me change the theme now. You can see that I have changed the theme to white mode. So let's import our libraries now. So I'm gonna import the CV2, which is an OpenCV library, and then we're gonna select the model. What model that we're gonna use to detect the faces? There are many built-in models available out there in the CV2, so we're gonna use one of them. That is the Haar cascade model. So we're gonna use that. So face model equal to CV2 dot cascade classifier. So is the cascade classifier will take the model, what model we are using. So we'll have to pass some model inside this cascade classifier. The model we are using is the Haar cascade classifier. So to select the model, just type cv2 dot data dot Haar cascades. So this will provide us the model. So we'll have to select the model name now. So plus the model name will be Haar cascades frontal face, Haar cascades underscore frontal face hyphen default dot xml. So this will load the model for us. You can see that we are using the built-in model. We are not using any external model. We are using the built-in model from the OpenCV only. Now we have the model, right, to detect the faces lively. We can select the camera. So we need a webcam, right? So next we need to select the camera. So let's do that now. So cap equal to cv2 dot video capture. So if you are having multiple webcams, you can choose any one of those by providing the parameter here. So 0 will select the default camera for you. So if you are having multiple webcams, then you can select the 1 if you are having the secondary cameras. So if you provide the 0, it will select the default camera. So I'm gonna provide the 0 to select the default camera. So now we have the camera, right? We can continuously generate the frame now. So while true, so let me change this to camera so that we can understand it better. So while true, we're gonna continuously select the frames now. From the camera, we will get two values, that is the return value and the actual frame. So the return value will tell us if the camera is working properly or not. So that is ret hyphen frame comma frame cap camera dot read. So this will give us the two values, that is the return value and the frame. Once we got the frame, before that, if the return value is not true, if it is false, then we're gonna break. That means the camera is not working properly. So if the return value is not true, then we're gonna break. If the camera is working properly, that is if there is any return value, then we're gonna select the frame and convert the frame into a gray image now. So we'll have to convert the frame into a gray image. To do that, gray equal to, so we're gonna use the cv2 dot convert color. Inside this function, we'll have to pass the frame, the frame that we got from the camera. So inside this convert color, we're gonna pass the frame as well as the cv2 dot convert bgr to gray. So we're gonna convert the blue, green and red to the gray image. So that's it, cv2 dot color bgr to gray. Now we got the frame in the gray format. We can detect the faces. So faces equal to face model dot, we're gonna use the model that we have loaded earlier, face model dot, and we're gonna select the detect multi-scale. Inside this, we will have to pass series of parameters. The first one is the gray frame, and second one is the scale factor. We're gonna scale the image with 80%, that is 1.3, and the minimum neighbors is 5. So the maximum value will be true for us, and the minimum size of the face will be 30, 30. Now we got the frame. It will contain the four values, that is the x, y, and the width and height of the image. We can draw the rectangle out of that. So for we're gonna extract the four values now. For x, y, and wh, this will contain the coordinates of the rectangle now. For x, y, wh interfaces, we're gonna draw the rectangle now. So cv2 dot rectangle, we're gonna draw the rectangle now. Inside this rectangle, we're gonna first pass the frame now, what frame that we are drawing the rectangle, and then x comma y, this will be the top right corner and left corner, and x plus y will be the bottom right corner and bottom left corner. So x plus w comma y plus h. So that's it. Now we got the coordinates to draw the rectangle. We can display the video now. So cv2 dot I'm show. So this will display the camera to the screen. So face direction is our title for the tab now, and then we're gonna pass the frame. So that's it. This will show the face lively. So we have to break right. So to do that, if the user press q, the camera will be shut down. To do that, if cv2 that white key, so if the white key is q, then we're gonna break the for while loop, and we're gonna end the camera. So if cv2, and we'll also select this binary mode as well. So the binary hex value for the q is the oxx ff. So if that is equal to the order of q, then we're gonna stop the camera now. So if that is equal to the order of q, then we're gonna break the while loop. So finally we can destroy all the cameras that we have used. So cap dot release, actually it will be camera dot release. So we're gonna release the camera that we are using. So camera dot release, and we're gonna destroy all the windows. So camera dot destroy all windows. So that's it. So these are the Python code to detect the faces lively using the OpenCV Python. So let's try to run this to detect our faces now. Let me save the file and let's try to run this now. Let me click on display icon. So we get a error now. I have missed the rectangle color as well as the rectangle thickness. So the color that we are using in this video is the green. So that is, we're gonna select the 0 for the red and blue for the 255 and 0 for the green, and the thickness of the rectangle will be 2. So that's it. I have missed the color of the rectangle as well as the thickness. That's why I got the error. So let me save this file and let's try to run this one more time. This time it should work. So just wait for a few seconds. It will load the webcam for us. You consider now we got the webcam loader, right? You consider now is successfully detecting the two faces from this camera. Consider not only it detects the single person, it detects the multiple person. You consider when I move the face, it also successfully detects the faces. You consider when I goes back, it successfully detects, and even when I hop on my front, it also detects his face. Also, you consider it detects all my three fronts face now. So this is the power of using the OpenCV's built-in model called the Haar cascade model. You can see that it successfully lively detect the three faces. So this is how you detect a face using the OpenCV's Python. So yeah, if you want to get the source code of this, I will provide the GitHub link in the description. You can check it out. This is for this video, and I will continue in the next one.